It was Raccoon City's last chance, and my last chance. My last escape.
Hello and welcome to another action figure review. This is Bro Toys 112 scale collecting figure Apocalyptic Crisis RPO Police Officer. And it says Neil, not Jew. This figure number is LR008. I also got the Claire Redfield one, then we'll take a look at that after this one. On the back of the box it shows you all the stuff you get inside the box. Choking has, please read these instructions carefully before you open the product. The product includes small parts, please avoid accidental blah 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 blah, whatever. Cool. Tape on the top and the bottom. Yeah. Apart from the gun holding hand and relaxed hand already attached to the figure, we also have fists, the other side of gun holding and relaxed hand, and item holding hands. We have a very painted, detailed walkie-talkie there, a nicely painted knife there. She does have and then we have these clamps, accessories in the remake game. They do open up. And the clip there, it's nothing stops it from spinning and turning in the wrong way, so you just gotta adjust it when you take this for photos. When you open it, clip doesn't quite close though, not properly. Grenade launcher with a rubber band rope on it, feels a little bit flimsy. The grenade bit rotates. This thing, handlebar, slides out, so you do a little pump action if you really want to. Here's a closer look at this. I forgot what accessory this is. Mine attachment. There's a peg there. We have a very nicely painted shotgun with shells attached to the side. Nothing moves and nothing really comes off. I think the scope attachment, it's glued on. Rocket launcher. Rocket does pop out. Nice. None of the handles and stuff move. There's a good strap here, which is very similar to the strap on the Hung figure, even though it's a different brand. And the fire bit also comes off, so you can take it, pose her with different photos and such. The figure itself has this self-defense blade that does come out, so that's when a zombie is about to bite you and you go yup. And there are two pistols attached to her. This one is not painted, it's just molded in a black, slightly metallic plastic. Yep, the clip was just a little bit stuck in there too, so the paint drying, but there's a little bit of gold painted bullet inside the clip. Very nicely detailed. There's another pistol on this side. Oh, the clip comes out very easily on this, also painted. If I can just get the strap and then... well, there we go. It's got the painted handle. Looks very nice. So in terms of likeness, the face is a little bit hit and miss depending on the shadows and stuff. I think she looks quite good on this side. On like a 45-degree angle, but straightforward. Looks a little bit off, and it is a little bit on the softer side. Like it looks like she's been filtered already with a beauty filter. But you know, when you see the figure as a whole, there's no mistaking that this is Jill. If you don't play video games, you're not gonna know who she is, but you still might recognize. You might say Tomb Raider just because of the blue and the black with all the guns on her. So she's, you know, the way they designed some of the RE characters in the older games and how they redesigned them are still very iconic designs, recognizable designs. So if you play video games at all, when you see this figure, you're going to have no doubt that this is Jill Valentine, because everything does come together. Moving down to the body, the upper torso is a sort of soft rubbery plastic as her clothes, which is actually quite a nice idea. If this was full fabric, it'd be too thick, it'd be too clumsy and can't get that sort of tight effect that you would from the character herself. So that's pretty nice. And the actual plastic is, apart from a few misprint there, a little bit of white there, you could dirty that up yourself a little bit. Otherwise, it is a pretty nicely done outfit. Underneath the clothing, it's a plastic body that's molded over a lot of the joints, so you don't see the second neck joint there, but it is there, so it's hidden. The boobs are hard plastic underneath, so there's no squishy there. However, it's a little bit squishy because of this clothing, it's plastic clothing. So you see that there is a rubberiness even here on the upper torso, which I guess helps with articulation a lot. Moving down the figure, you got the RPD badge there. Official Raccoon Police 1969. And all of the pouches have a very nicely molded pattern on them, looks textured. The gloves have a little bit of weathering on them. The like paint on the sword and the clip is quite nice. And the jeans themselves are dirtied up just a little bit to give her some wear and tear. And the boots have a very nice leathery look to them. And the boots also had a joint in there. It's also a soft rubber plastic, same as the clothing and the torso. And unlike the hung figure that I just revealed, the plastic here is a lot softer. So you see, it doesn't go against the articulation of the figure itself. Now, how long is this plastic going to last? I don't know. But as of right now, it functions, which is pretty good. And all of these soft plastics make the figure look very natural. I think this is, as long as the plastic doesn't degrade, this is a nice upgrade to figures that have problem with clothing that just look too thick. This is another step, a next step in the action figure evolution, I guess. We had plastic that are made of silicone. Those of course are going to last a lot longer because silicone is pretty much indestructible if you don't cut it. But we also had like SH figure arts with soft body parts like the Ultraman stuff, and Kamen Rider Black, which have serious problems with cracking and stuff, especially with the paint. So who knows how this will last. Anyway, articulation, as mentioned, she does have a double neck joint and does move quite well. Have butterfly and joint in there, and the rubbery plastic does push against a little bit if you push it all the way, but not too much, so she does have that movement. You see here she has a cut on the arm joint there, not too pleased with that, but hey, it's there. And because of her clothing, you can hide those two joints if you place this black piece of fabric just right. Hands on a peg and swivel, and this hand for some reason is really far out, like the peg's too long. Oop. Onto the ball peg inside, but it doesn't really change too much, so put that back in there. Torso goes quite far back, quite far forward. Can you do sitting? Sort of, but the fold there is not too natural. Sideways not so much. She does have rotation, but it kind of stops. It's like a elastic pullback, but she does get enough natural movement. Splits sort of okay. The pants are stretchy material. Up, back, double knee joint. Foot does rotate a little bit, but again, the pants do get in the way. Foot up, down, sideways. Oops, sideways. Did I just unplug? Oh yeah, there's a double paw peg in there. So if these boots do break eventually, there are so many alternative boots that you can buy on the like the Chinese market that you can just replace them so easily, because her boots are quite generic. This is a pretty decent figure. The base body does have a few problems and ugly joints, for example the elbows there, and the hands do unpeg quite easily, but that's still better than unpegging easily than it breaking or snapping or falling apart, so it's still decent enough. The face is good enough, could be better, could be much better than this, but it's still recognizable, as Jill found out with the rest of the suit. The accessories are pretty nice. The other details on the body and the badges and printing and boots are all pretty good as well. So if you are a 112 Resident Evil fan and you want some Resident Evil action figures, this is still a very good option to get. We've been blessed with quite a lot of, especially Resident Evil 2 characters. We got Ada, we got many Adas actually. A few Leons. There's a Resident Evil 4 Leon coming out soon. I'm not getting that because I already have a RE6 and 2, and I feel like that's enough for me. I'm going to film the review for Claire after this. We have Joe here, Hunk, and we got Lickers and Zombies, Zombie Cops. So it is a really good time to be a RE action figure collector right now. There's just so many. There was that really a shame that the RE5 Chris Redfield never came out. I pre-ordered that, but I got the refund eventually, and it's a shame. But hopefully we do get more of these. And yeah, I would really love a whole set of Resident Evil 1 costumes, or hopefully we finally get a proper like Albert Wesker figure soon. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, guys. Take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.